Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs.
That's about the nicest you can get.
Jesus Christ. This is gonna be one of those episodes. This your boy Big Zeke. I did.
Definitely. That's his.
Mic check 1 2. What's good, family? What's good?
All right, this is 94 feet. We getting it together slowly but surely.
All this
This
noise.
is your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with my brother Dre.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Happy to be back in the building. What's good? Go Bucks.
I'm also here with Kesey.
What's good, good people? What's good, Dre? How you
What's
living,
good,
my brother?
How y'all doing,
My
man?
real brother.
I'm doing all right.
A house divided. My goodness.
Let's start it off right.
How we doing, people?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
I'm great.
I'm living the American dream
You always
with my
want
real
American-
brother,
Oh, bro.
Dre.
What up, G? Now, usually when people say
I'm living the American
living the dream, it actually has a negative connotation these days.
Mhm.
Because people be so stressed out and so worried about everything.
That's what people say at work.
I had a coworker telling you fibbed to us last week. The sound bar wasn't on. This one right here, it was not. It was not. When I watched the videotape back, all my sound bites, awkward silent. But it's on today, so we appreciate that. So wait.
Look.
So I used to work with a coworker that every time I would say, "Hey, how you doing? Living the American dream," and it annoyed me so much.
Was he being sarcastic?
I'm pretty sure they were.
You ever asked him, like, what does that mean?
No, I told him. I said one day we had a whole big staff gathering, and I just addressed it. I said, if you don't like what you do, you can always go find somewhere else.
Why would you say that?
Why not? Because negative behavior is contagious. And when people start hearing stuff like that, it starts to create what, Keith? It starts to create what?
A chain reaction.
A chain reaction.
Or
And
a
that's
house.
exactly what it is.
So here's my question.
Living the dream.
So-
Living the dream. Like,
so-
shut up.
So here's
I
my
don't
question.
say dream.
I
say
know you
living.
didn't. I
So
know.
do you love what you do?
I do.
Do you love what you do, Kesey?
Do I love what I do? I like what I do.
I've been in the same business for 20 plus years. You don't do that underpaid and not love it.
That's very true. I will say I don't love my job,
That
and I
sound like a little shade to the
a little bit.
organization.
Yeah.
You said what?
That sounds like a little shade to the organization.
That's a little bit.
That ain't a shade because I only been with my current one for 10.
I'm just saying you said underpaid, but
Well, that's the life. I work in nonprofit.
but I just feel like
Teachers are underpaid,
I work
right?
for the state.
You used to be one.
I
right?
work for the state. and it's
Nonprofit, underpaid,
government jobs,
government
underpaid.
jobs, but they balance it with the good 401k and
Sure they do.
retirement.
Sure
No,
do.
they really do.
They don't.
That's the one thing I
They
miss about working for the state.
Let me tell you something right now. Doesn't happen. That's not happening anymore. Okay. I don't know who you're gonna thank, Republicans, whatever you want to do. It's not happening no more.
I'll tell you what.
Those benefits are like,
Clearly-
but y'all got some great benefits. No, we don't.
Clearly,
Sorry.
clearly he don't read the things about what we get.
I do read the thing.
But compared to now, so here's
Compared
the
to
thing.
other jobs, it's magnificent.
You
I
all are not.
had
I don't know that you all are officially in the state. I think y'all are in the county, right?
No, we the state.
All right, so y'all in the state
We're in the
retirement
state
system.
Yes.
Bro,
retirement
you
system.
tripping? That is a great system.
I've
He
had
does-
this
he
at the
doesn't know the
before. No,
difference.
I had it before with a private. It was a different kind of occupation.
Bro, it's a
But-
dollar for dollar retirement match.
Yeah.
That's unheard of. Now,
It's not
granted,
real.
you're forced to do it. You ain't got no choice, thanks to Governor Walker.
I mean, but I'll say this. Going back to, I don't love what I do. I like the concept of what I do.
Right.
So I don't love what I do, and I am one of those people. Like, so every morning I say the same thing to the same coworker. We're like, you hate it here yet? I'm like, you hate it here yet? I'm like, nah. All right, cool.
Wow, you do?
Yeah, and around like maybe around 2:00. We're like, you hate it here yet? Yep, I hate it here.
Yeah.
And I do it every day because but it's more of a mental health check.
But
It's more see how you doing.
but people understand your humor too.
That's true.
People understand your humor. In our business, when you say things like that, like living the dream, and it's always in a negative connotation when you're a known complainer, when you're a known this, where you're a known this. And I'm just talking about people in general, not specific persons.
Yeah.
Because everyone I hear now, oh, living the dream. Even when you go to grocery stores, living the dream, and they be so pissed off scanning them Walmart groceries. I'm like, why is the world so angry?
If
So-
you doing your, if you, I always tell
America
somebody,
ain't
if
giving
you got
us
a
none
job
back.
you like, you're not working.
America ain't giving us nothing back.
If you,
What do you mean? America leaving us behind.
We need our reparations.
Yes, we do.
We need our what is it? 40 acres and a mule.
Huh.
Listen,
Say it again.
I'll say 40 acres and a mule. I'll say this, in a world where this is what I always tell the team that I lead and supervise, and I'm blessed to work with great people. We are allowed to have bad days. Absolutely. We're allowed to have challenging days, but the customers we serve don't deserve to be on the other end of your bad day. So if you wake up in the morning and that's how you feeling, take a sick day.
But what about when our customers are always having a bad day?
Well, see, we're in two different industries.
I've been in that industry.
You ain't been in my level of the industry. You've been in the lower
Ooh.
level of the industry.
Shade.
Because no, that's not shade. It's facts.
I've
Okay,
been in
because
that.
my level of the industry, there's no bad days. There's challenging days, and none of us are exempt from that.
I didn't
I
say
like
you
that.
had. I didn't say you had.
I like that.
I
Yeah.
said
I like
when
that.
the customer is having the horrible days.
Oh, what? You know how many parents try to step on us? You know
That's
how
what
many
I'm saying.
kids?
That's what I'm saying.
But you know what? It's how you bring them back down to it, man. It's how you bring it back. So it's all in. And you and I, we talked about this. We all grew up together. We know what sets each other off.
Mhm.
We knows what, in his words, burns his biscuit. We knows
That is
what
my
sets you off, and y'all know how to just get me fired up, as y'all would say.
That's his favorite line.
So if
love
we
a good-
know that,
I love a
then
good
we
burnt
do
biscuit.
better.
Andre just knows that burns my biscuit. He knows it, dude. He did it because he knows it, dude. That's his favorite line.
I
He say that at least once a week.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
gotta
Because y'all know
I
me.
gotta stop.
Y'all know me.
But
Y'all
I gotta
know I
stop.
be moved to a beat of my own
You
drum.
know he do that to you.
I
on purpose.
boo-
You know what's
Beat
funny?
my
I gotta
old
stop
drum.
saying these little sayings because it's starting to spread real. Like, yeah, this dude said he gonna wear him back. I talked about it off mic, but at the point is, I gotta stop saying this stuff because everybody be like, "That's his saying. That's what he be saying." I'm like, damn, really?
So-
I got cuss phrases.
So people just take better care of your mental health.
I just what's
Take
funny?
those personal days and just take time away. I made a commitment to myself in this year. I said I'm taking 2 days off of work every month. And this is from a guy who doesn't hate what he does. But you need that time away to read, to get your mind right, to push away from the
But
desk,
listen,
to not worry about that stuff anymore.
you ain't got a lot of us. We know you don't like your job. We know you don't like the
What's
people you
going
work
on?
with.
Do these people in the NBA love what they do? Or can you name 5 people that when you watch the game, you know they love what they do?
I'm glad you brought this up, Tone. I'm glad you brought it back to NBA. Go.
I think the NBA players, of course, they love what they do, unless your name is PJ Tucker.
Woo-hoo.
Unless your name is PJ Tucker.
No, because as Milwaukee Bucks fans, we had a player who quit. Like, I don't want to do this no more. In the middle of the season.
Larry
That
Sanders.
doesn't mean-
Yep.
Larry Sanders.
That doesn't mean they like what they do, man. The money might be nice, but they always say more money, more problems. They may not
This
like this life.
this generation does not love the game of basketball.
Have you seen some people that give you that energy when you see them play? Like
Now, there's some-
he don't. He look like he don't love this game. He's
Yeah.
just doing it for the check.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
good, but I think he's just doing it for the check.
The Nassers love this game.
The Nassas loves a check.
No, I
Okay?
think he loves
the
his
Nassas is the definition
know
of
what?
easy
game.
money.
No,
Hold on.
I think he
I-
loves his brother. He loves his brother. That's what he loves.
I think he loves the game of basketball because I watched that documentary last night of the Giannis documentary.
Oh yeah,
The-
dude, how was it?
The Giannis loves the game, man.
How was
He-
it though?
He just ain't as talented. He was actually more talented
Deanna.
than Giannis was, but Giannis overcame his talent.
Are you talking about the documentary on Hulu?
Amazon.
Or is
Amazon.
that okay?
Amazon has one too.
Yeah, that's the like the people portraying them.
No,
the
this
one
is,
you talking about
is a real documentary.
is the real document because he go back home or
Yep.
something like that. Okay.
Yep.
So how was it?
It was good.
Really?
It was very informal. I can dig it, man.
Low key, we might talk about that next week.
Giannis been through some things, man.
Give me 2 weeks to watch it.
Get him to next season.
It's a movie. It's just a movie,
It's
right?
like 2 hours.
It's
a
like
docu-
2.5 hours, man.
documentary.
It's like two and a half hours.
Bro,
It's 2 hours.
it's 2 hours and 22 minutes.
No, it's an hour and 48 minutes.
Is you sure? We talking about the same thing?
Yeah.
The
It's on
Amazon
there.
Prime?
I watched it last night
Oh.
on Amazon Prime. So you
Well,
gotta be talking about that.
I need 2
That's
weeks.
number one. Number two,
I need 2
you know
weeks.
it's 2 hours?
I need 2 weeks.
BMF. But I know you see. I know you
And
caught up.
and I'm 2 weeks behind.
Well,
And I'm 2 weeks behind.
I just want to put this.
Listen,
out
no.
there real quick.
I've had an event every night this week,
No, I just want to say.
and I have
something real
another
quick.
one the next week.
I just want to say something about BMF real quick.
Go ahead.
So, what episode you on?
I have not started season 3 yet.
I'm caught up.
You caught up.
Do not say anything.
This is the line of the year, though.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This detective went to Lala. Was like, "Was the D that good?" She said, "Every inch of it." I said,
That was funny as hell.
I saw that on the
I said,
preview.
"You down."
I saw that on the preview.
It was funny.
I saw it.
I'm sorry. It was funny.
I've never
Pause.
seen BMF yet.
BMF is good, but it's nowhere near as good as like Power, in my opinion.
You think
BMF
so? I thought it was
I
better.
maybe seen 2 episodes.
to me, so you always give me a hard time about this when I be like, dude, have you watched Power? You say, why? Money, power, sex, drugs. It's
No.
the same thing.
Power is too much. Power is too much. It's too much.
No,
It's too much.
bro, Power makes BMF look like it belongs on the
Mm,
Disney Channel.
What? First of all, why? Because they ain't doing every scene they're having sex. Every scene.
Dude, Power.
And then on top
First
of
of all,
that, it's
Power-
porn star sex.
first
Y'all
of
ain't
all-
having- y'all ain't having sex like
first-
that.
And listen, y'all ain't seen nothing till y'all seen some Tubies.
First of all,
Tubi?
hold up.
Okay, don't even give me
First of
time on
all,
Tubi.
we're like 40. If we're watching TV for sex
I'm not
scenes,
watching for sex
that's
scenes. I'm
really
just-
lonely.
I'm
Okay,
not watching for sex
as a
scenes.
single guy, that's still really lonely.
No, I'm not watching for sex scenes. What I'm saying is,
So
I
what
was
does that say about a
watching.
married man. No,
He's
So
like,
what- so
"I
what
used
I'm
to do
saying
that."
is-
Remember you used to do that?
You know, if you think about BMF to me, it's a good show, but it's a more softer version of Snowfall.
Well, that's because BMF is based on
A true story.
So you got to stay on a certain timeline that
Mm.
actually matches with the real thing.
His daddy getting out too.
Embellish a little
Next
bit,
year?
Mm-hmm.
but it's still based on a true story.
Well, they say that in the beginning. They said some of this stuff is based on a true story, but make no mistakes about it. Some of this might have actually happened. So, of course, you know, true stories add the element for TV, right? You think about The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith and his son. In real life, the son was really a baby when they were experiencing their hardships, not 6 and 7 years old as the movie portrays. So we get that. BMF is good, but it has nothing on Power. Not one thing. Snowfall beats them both, in my opinion. But yeah, let's talk basketball, man. This is too much like the old podcast, man.
Okay,
Come on,
all right.
man.
So,
I was just sitting here, just listening.
You was adding.
you was adding to it.
Yeah.
What's up? Okay, go to the injury report, Dren.
Oh, we have one. Okay.
We do have one.
So, speaking of injury report, I want to shout out Giannis. I don't know if he played today, but the Bucks were without Giannis against Golden State and Dame, I believe.
no,
No, without Giannis,
without Giannis, though.
and they only lost by 2 points against the Lakers.
No, they lost by one.
They lost by one against
But
the Lakers. We got destroyed by Golden State.
We did.
Steph Curry's back. I told y'all don't ever sleep on
Number
Steph,
one.
but he's hurt.
He's hurt.
He's hurt. He is hurt. Ben Simmons has been shut down for the season. Anybody want to look at the camera? Look at my surprise face. Okay. The Golden State Warriors are without Steph Curry, ankle, reevaluated on Tuesday. Now, I saw contradicting reports saying that Steph might be shut down for 4 weeks because his ankle injuries are so severe that they don't want to risk it. So he actually may be shut down for 4 weeks. If that's the case, Golden State's done. Stick a fork in him.
That's true.
Indiana Pacers are without Benedict Matt Turin, not Macklemore. Matt Turin. He has a torn librium in his right shoulder. Season-ending surgery.
That's a big loss for them.
Required.
That's a big loss for them.
He's the one who'll be killing the Bucks.
Yep.
That's the one I was talking about.
And he was at the All-Star game. He was part of the 3 for the All-Star game for competitions. So that's why that's a big loss.
And here's another huge loss. Cat Anthony Towns.
Is this his second year having
He
a
has
season ending?
A season-ending left meniscus tear. And they hope he'll be back for the Western Conference Finals. And that's a bold statement to think that you're going to even make it that far without him.
Really quickly, going back to
I don't know, with Anthony Edwards, you still got Rudy, you still got a big.
They're still good enough to make it to the Western Conference Finals. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see what you're saying, Keezy. I was just gonna go into what do you think? Okay, so we have OKC at 1. We have Minnesota at 2. The Lakers, this is very interesting. I believe the Lakers are 3-1 against OKC. I don't know what their record is against the Timberwolves. And I remember us talking, I think last year when the Lakers snuck in and they Golden State beat Sacramento. It was the number 2 seed. And then who was the number 1 seed last year? It was a surprising team, wasn't it? I don't know who was the number 1 seed.
Wasn't it Denver?
Denver was the number 1 seed last
Were
year.
they?
Yeah.
Okay, they were the
Lake.
number 1 seed.
Yeah.
But it's just like these young teams. Do you think? My question is: do you think with these two teams, OKC Thunder and Minnesota Timberwolves, actually have what it takes to meet in the Western Conference Finals?
No,
You know what they do?
I do not.
You said do who?
The Minnesota Timberwolves or OKC Thunder have what it takes to make it to the Western Conference Finals
No.
or the NBA Finals.
No.
You want me
Or
to tell you, the only reason why I say that I'm gonna say no is because when you get to the playoffs, if you don't have a half court set,
That's true.
it's tough to win.
But-
Because all of that fast breaking that you allowed to do with the regular season, because you know players taking plays off and all of that, that ain't gonna work in the playoffs. That's why I tell you that stuff that Indiana does during the regular season ain't gonna work in the playoffs. Because when you go to a half court set, who on that roster you can depend on a half court set?
I was gonna say him, but no. The guy who got hurt, I don't know his name is Benedict, but I want to say Tyler is still a good passer. Is it Tyler?
Ooh.
Halliburton?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese. It's Tyrese. Tyrese is still a good passer.
But who can you
He's
dump it
still a
down
playmaker.
to? Who can you dump it down into the post in a
Tyler-
half court set?
Turner.
Y'all also forget they picked up
Turner-
Siakam.
Well, they did pick up Siakam.
So it's not a major loss. The Pacers are a little deeper. They're a little deeper.
But right now they like the 7th seed.
I still don't like the matchup. I still don't like
They the
a
8th
Bucks.
seed right now.
They're playing right now.
But they went from being what, number 2?
But remember, Halliburton was gone for like 3 weeks.
And he ain't been playing that good either. He had a 0-point game.
He had a 0-point stat line, which makes me question: are you the guy? Because even the greats don't have stat lines like that.
Not 0.
All across the board when you pay 25 minutes.
Who?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna say this: I still don't like the idea of the Bucks being matched up with the Pacers in the first round. In the second round, I think the Bucks will really give it to them because they have that championship caliber, they have that championship mentality, and I don't think the Pacers are used to playing that deep in the playoffs. Because we're here, folks. We are less than 30 games out, not even. I only have 4 games left in my package this year. The Milwaukee Bucks are 42-23. That's 65 games already played. That means there's 17 games left. Wait, 65, there's 82 games? 17 games left this season. There are 17. And the Bucks have most of their games on the road. They are 6-2 since the All-Star break.
They are 7-3 in the last 10.
Right, 7-3 in the last 10, 6-2 since the All-Star break. What concerns me is that we let the Golden State Warriors come in there and destroy us.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not concerned about that. I really took a look at it because they had just got blew about 50.
The
Warriors did just got blew about 50 by the Boston Celtics, and I think that's one of those things where
Steph came out with every gun he owned.
Yeah, he came out shooting.
Just saying, he came out shooting.
Was it in Golden State?
It was.
It was in Golden State. So it was just a lot of factors that wasn't going in our favor.
Remember when we had that discussion? I told you they were going to lose to them.
Did you? That was one of the games you said?
That was one of the games I said they was going to lose.
I thought he was going to win that game.
It's hard to win at Oracle.
It is.
Especially with Steph on one, like Dre would say.
Yeah,
it is. That's true.
I think so. When I think about the Milwaukee Bucks and we look at what I love about playoff basketball is it's consistent. So I'm playing you for 7 games, perhaps.
And it's a battle of gameplay and test and
in home court.
Home court.
Watching us play against the Los Angeles Clippers. This was the first time I said all season that, wow, we have a really good team. That's the first time I said that all season. because James Harden was on his money.
Yeah, he was garbage.
Kawhi was on his. I'm talking about the game, the last
today?
home game. I didn't see today. I'm talking
you
about
okay,
the
okay,
home
go ahead,
game
go ahead.
at Fiserv. James Harden, the refs were on the payroll. Let's talk about that next. How crappy these NBA referees are,
Mhm.
and how they're literally changing the outcome of games. It is disgusting. Adam Silver, you should be ashamed of yourself and these referees. You fix everything else in the NBA, but you need to work on your referees in this All-Star game.
He can only
But
do so
anyway,
much.
Paul George was on his money, right? Their big three came out. But defensively, what I see different is that the Bucks are actually playing defensively now. And then I'm not going to credit Pat Bev for that, because even Dame is out here playing a little deep. Not great, but he's playing a little deep.
Are you giving it to River?
I'm giving it to Doc. Coaching makes a difference. Coaching makes a big difference. So
when the Bucks don't make it to the finals, then he needs to be fired.
I don't know about that, because
I
he
don't know
still
about
got the
fired.
I'm
team.
just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
He still got the team
Hold him
halfway through the
accountable.
season.
Hold him accountable.
Hold him accountable.
He still
But
got
not
the
fired.
team halfway through the season. So when we talk about the Bucks coming up, this is what they have left: the Kings in Sacramento,
That might be a loss.
the Sixers,
That's a win.
the Suns next Sunday, which we'll all be at,
That's
and
a
the
win.
Suns are in play-in right now.
That's a win.
The Suns are in play-in. We have the Celtics. That's the biggest test of
Where's
our
it at?
season. Boston.
Ooh, that's a good test.
That's the biggest test of our, because Boston's beaten multiple teams by 40 plus.
real quick, because I actually did want to put this on the docket, but I ain't put it on the docket. Boston just lost to Denver. They just lost to the Denver Nuggets, and
What was the score?
I don't know what the score was, but I do know this: when it came down to scoring in clutch, because everybody was talking about this, Jason Tatum doesn't have it. And because he doesn't,
They only
have
lost by 6 points.
They lost by 6 points, but the game was kind of going back and forth, so on and so forth. But the thing about it is the game in clutch time, Jason Tatum, because they had a chance to win that game actually, but Jason Tatum was struggling in clutch time.
Jason
In clutch
Tatum, that's
time-
not fair. He
Hold on.
struggled the whole game. That's not fair.
That's true, but
That's
it's still
not
clutch
fair.
time. Hey, it's still clutch time.
Give it to your higher paid Jaylen Brown.
Jason Tatum ranks 28th out of 29 players with 45 clutch time field goal attempts.
How many?
With 45 plus clutch time field goal attempts.
How many has he made?
He's 15 for 47. That's 32%.
That's clutch time is a different kind of pressure.
Yeah, I know it's different kind of pressure.
It's a different kind of pressure.
What they saying is it's MVP pressure, and that game cost him the MVP.
Well, he wasn't the MVP in my eyes in the beginning.
Who's your MVP?
It's Joker. It's always Joker.
No. Who's your MVP?
Giannis.
It's Joker.
I'm the only person saying SGA. Okay.
And I would be okay with that. I would be okay with
I'm
that,
not.
but it's not Tatum.
I'm not.
Jason Tatum that game had 15, 4, and 8, but we'll get back to that. Going back to the Bucks schedule, they have the Nuggets on the 24th
That should
at
be
home.
interesting. That should be interesting.
They have the Lakers at home. They have the Pelicans. They have the Hawks. The Bucks has a schedule that they should really win out. The Bucks should maybe lose 2 or 3 more games. F that. So I like where the Bucks are right now. I don't like that we lost to the Lakers without LeBron.
I don't like that either.
Okay, you had D'Lo looking like he was an all-star. I don't like that.
But hold on, though. Shout out to the Lakers, D'Lo, man. D'Lo has been lights out the last
He
10,
ain't got no
15
choice.
games. After that trade rumor,
LeBron put him on notice.
after that
That's
trade
trade
rumor,
He stepped it up.
he been lights out
He
shooting
has.
the ball.
Shout out
He's-
to D'Lo. Give my man D'Lo a hand, man.
He's shooting about 48%, I think they said since.
This is the best. I heard a commentator say this is the best he's been in his whole career, this last stretch.
Really?
Man, D'Lo has always been putting up bricks. Remember NBA Jam
He's
puts up a
yeah,
brick.
He's very inconsistent.
supposed to
He's very
try.
inconsistent, but I will give it to Keys, like you said, ever since the trade rumors and they kept him, he's been on fire. I will give him that
He been
because
putting up numbers.
he's been putting up numbers. He put 45 on the Bucks, and but we were still in it. I think we should have still have won that game low key. I feel like towards the end, our defensive presence it was some defensive stops we should have made and we didn't make. And that game we should have won, but we didn't.
But we didn't have Giannis that game, though.
We did. Giannis did play that game.
Not against the
didn't play-
Lakers.
he
He,
didn't-
Not
Yeah, he
against the
did.
Lakers.
did not play.
He didn't play against Golden State.
No, I'm sorry. LeBron didn't play. That's what
Oh,
I was saying.
LeBron didn't play.
LeBron didn't
But
play.
yeah, Giannis played. Giannis and
So that's why I was
concerned.
concerned. I'm like, LeBron didn't play.
LeBron didn't play, and it was close.
But-
And Anthony Davis wasn't like balling like
Hold
that.
on. What is the one thing I said? The team that always get the Bucks fits.
It's always the one dude who ain't
The
getting
Lakers and the Charlotte Bobcats.
The Lakers. I said the Lakers was going to be a problem. I said the Lakers was going to beat the Bucks when we had that discussion.
I think
that
I
day.
picked that as a loss.
I picked that as a loss because I know Anthony Davis for some reason likes to play his hardest against Giannis.
You do.
I don't know why he
Because
just
he wanted to be his teammate. Remember that. He wanted to be his teammate.
did he?
Yes.
No, I think that Anthony started killing them because Anthony started killing them when he said Giannis is a better player than him, and then ever since then he been killing them.
Here we go.
And we're gonna win in LA.
We're gonna win both.
You gonna win in LA?
We're gonna win in LA.
We're gonna win both.
If Kawhi is playing, bro.
So the
We
Clippers,
got
I said we're gonna. I just say that because
Sacramento. In Sacramento.
Dub.
I said it's a L.
It could be,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go dub. Bucks have a tough schedule, man.
I'm going.
we lose
I'm
to
going
Sacramento.
L. Where you going?
We lose to Sacramento.
We lose.
Yep.
Okay. Philadelphia at home.
W.
That's a
We just want to remind our viewers what we said.
We beat Philly.
Ain't got nobody. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey.
Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. Phoenix at home. That's a dub.
Dub.
No, Phoenix beats us.
At home? At home?
Yep.
You want to change your vote?
That's a dub. That's a dub.
So,
Boston Celtics.
Phoenix gonna beat us next
That's
week?
A loss. That's a loss.
That's a win.
That's a loss.
That's a win.
They just beat the Golden State Warriors by 50 points.
So they didn't have the Bucks.
You
Talk
said
about
that's a loss?
Boston.
what did
Big
I say?
loss.
Let's
Rewind,
let's
folks.
play back. You gonna win in LA?
We're gonna win in LA.
We're gonna win both.
If Kawhi is playing, bro.
Said he's gonna win both.
We
For
got
LA.
The Clippers.
Yeah. I
Oh.
just say that because
Sacramento. In Sacramento.
Dub. Kesey was right about the
I said
Clippers.
it's a L.
It could be, but I'm gonna go dub. Bucks have a tough schedule, man.
I'm going.
we lose
I'm
to
going L.
Sacramento.
Where you going?
We lose to Sacramento.
We lose.
Yep.
Okay. Philadelphia at home. That's
W.
That's a dub.
They ain't got nobody.
They ain't got nobody.
We beat Philly.
They ain't got nobody.
That's facts.
Shout out to Tyrese Maxey.
Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. Phoenix at home. That's a dub.
Dub.
No, Phoenix beats us.
At home? You
At
still want
home.
to stick with that? Nah. That's a dub.
I'm saying
That's a dub. Boston Celtics in Boston.
That's a loss.
That's a loss.
That's a win.
That's a loss.
That's a win.
They just beat the
So
Golden So State you Warriors by think they're 50 gonna points.
So they didn't
beat
have the
Boston
Bucks.
at home, Kesey?
Yep.
You said that's
Okay.
a loss.
All right. Big loss. Okay.
Brooklyn at home.
I'm just trying to get to the
Another
Lakers.
win. We beat the Thunder at home.
OKC at home.
We beat Thunder at home.
We beat
If
them.
we was in the OKC, I might say
Loss.
We beat them too.
You said win?
Yep.
Lakers at home.
Dub. Better be a dub.
we'll win.
That's a L.
Better be a
I
dub.
said L.
All right.
So you said L
We
coming
got,
up. Not
No,
the-
I said L for the Lakers at
this
home.
was, but this they haven't played at home yet.
That was Lakers at home.
You sure?
That's right. That's solid. Atlanta.
No.
Go
So that was the
Yeah,
second. Lakers.
go
No.
back, go back.
No.
'Cause
We
I
gotta
said
go.
Lakers at home.
We beat the Wizards. We talk.
We beat the Wizards.
Beat the Wizards.
We got Memphis at home. They beat us last time, by the way, guys.
With 7 players.
We'll beat Memphis this time. We'll probably beat them by 50.
I'm gonna go win.
I think we beat
Go
them by
back.
50 because it's
Go
gonna
back
be.
some more.
They was too embarrassed about the loss last time.
I give you that.
Raptors.
Toronto. That's a win.
Yeah, Toronto's done. That's a win.
We got Knicks at home. That's a win. Knicks ain't got nothing coming.
So we passed
the next
Lakers
week.
We
already.
passed the Lakers. Go
Yeah, we-
back.
We sure did.
It's at the beginning. That got to be the beginning.
No, it's that's towards the end.
Boston
the Lakers
at
towards the
home.
middle. Rewind it.
That's a win.
That's a loss.
That's a win.
I don't think the Bucks can beat Boston.
What'd you say, Kesey? Boston at home.
We beat Boston that one because I said the last one we lose in Boston.
Orlando.
Orlando beats us.
Orlando Magic.
They beat us already.
We win.
I'm gonna go L.
We win.
I'm gonna go L. You said win?
Yes, easily.
OKC. Now, hold on a second. Now, this is April 12th, last away game of the
That's
season.
far. You're right. You're right.
I'm gonna Bucks have a tough schedule coming up.
Okay, it's coming up.
Okay, let's do this right now. We got Clippers, win or loss. I'm gonna go with a loss.
I was wrong.
You're going to loss. I'm going to loss. Casey.
That's a win.
Hold on a second. I got Casey.
Because PG is out and Russell.
And they played both games.
Did they?
When we have Middleton,
Rusty
all five
didn't.
games,
PG did.
Oh, he didn't. This last game he didn't play.
He didn't play yesterday.
He didn't play.
played in
Today-
Milwaukee.
Today they didn't play. Kawhi didn't play. PG didn't play, nor Westbrook. It was just Harden out there. He only had 13, 14 points.
I'm going hell. I'm going hell. You know what? No. I'm going win.
So I'm pretty sure we skipped over the Lakers because we were so involved in a different conversation. So I had the Bucks losing to the Lakers. We talked about it because I had the Bucks losing in LA and winning at home. Quite frankly, I don't think the Lakers are that good.
I just feel like the Lakers gonna get the one. They're gonna get one out of the two.
They got one. So the next one is on our home court.
That's the one we gonna win.
Okay.
I could have sworn I said the Lakers was going to beat us because I said something about Anthony Davis.
Did you?
I did.
I don't know.
Because I was saying Anthony Davis always have a good game on us. So we talked about it. It just might have got mixed in somewhere else.
Yeah.
But we talked about
we
it.
did talk about it.
So coming up at the home game, who you got? You have the Lakers or the Bucks? Because the Bucks just lost without LeBron, and we had all our stars playing, and they all put up numbers.
I still feel like I will say this. This is what I'm gonna say about the Lakers. They always when you play with LeBron, like the team plays with LeBron, is different. And so I'm not necessarily surprised they got the dub. When they play with LeBron, obviously it's gonna be different. So I think we're gonna get the dub for that.
I think they only won because Russell had 44.
That's true.
He shoots a normal game shooting. They don't win. They lose.
They lose. Yep.
44 is a lot.
Yep. So moving on.
With 9 assists.
Let me ask you this.
True.
How long do we keep giving Luka Doncic a pass?
For what?
Because they stink. Dallas stinks.
It's not his fault.
But he's the leader of the team.
That's true. He can only do so much.
No. If that was LeBron, you'd be all over him. You're the one
Like white on rice.
You said this. MVPs and winners get it done. That's what you said. The Dallas Mavericks, not only do they stink,
I'm saying they
they
the playoffs.
stink really bad.
They make the playoffs.
They are
Where are they at?
right now. If Dallas had to play, they would be in play-in. And they would have to play the Suns, the Lakers, or the Warriors. And on their best day,
They can beat all
Dallas,
three.
no, they can't.
They can beat all three.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
They can beat all three.
No.
They can beat all three.
No.
And Luka, we trust. They can beat all three.
And that trust gonna take
Phoenix
you
is the
straight
only
to
team
hell.
that might stand a chance of losing.
And then on top of that, Phoenix always got somebody hurt. It's either Booker or it's either Bradley Beal. So one of the two gonna be hurt. So Phoenix is out the out. I ain't worried about them
right now. They don't want to have to play the Lakers and play in.
Not Dallas. Not Dallas. No.
Lakers.
LeBron can win.
Matter of fact,
LeBron can win a play-in game by himself.
He's
for
built
sure.
for that. Remember, he's built for that.
Let me tell you something. Kyrie and Luka in LA.
But when
Love
LeBron,
it.
but when
Love
LeBron,
it.
but when LeBron is on one,
But will Kyrie show up to work?
He will.
Man, that dude be injured more than anybody I know. The NBA all injury
This,
started.
hold on a second. This year has been the least injured season ever since they put that rule in. This has been the least injured season I've seen in a long time.
And
As much as Kawhi Leonard be like, well, I'm healthy this year. Well, are you? Or are you just putting a little bit more effort in?
I think he's healthy.
I think
Kawhi
he's
is
putting-
playing some serious ball.
And he's
The
just
fact that he's not in the MVP conversation is offensive.
No.
he's not MVP playing though.
He's not MVP.
He playing good, but not MVP caliber.
Look at them numbers.
Okay, fine. Most comeback player then.
I'll give you that.
Most
Be-
comeback player.
Best comeback player.
Comeback player of the year. I'll
Comeback
give you
player of the year.
that. I'll give you that.
Kawhi Leonard has been playing some serious ball, Doc. I mean,
He,
crazy.
he has them
You crazy.
playing ball. I just feel like he should have them.
He's a leading scorer. So let's look at this.
Comeback player of the year is Malik Beasley.
The NBA power
Is Malik
rankings.
Beasley? You
I
think
would
so?
be okay with that.
Malik Beasley stunk it up in LA.
He did.
Everyone does.
And now you become the number 1 3-point shooter in the league.
Yeah.
The following season.
So according to the NBA, the current power rankings are number 1, the Boston Celtics, number 2, the Denver Nuggets, number 3, the Oklahoma City Thunder, number 4, the LA Clippers, number 5, the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 6, the Milwaukee Bucks, number 7, the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's a big surprise. Number 8, the Miami Heat, number 9, Dallas. And how they're on the power rankings is ridiculous to me.
Who?
Dallas, number 9.
Mm-hmm. I don't see the problem.
They're in play-in.
I don't see the problem.
And number 10 is the Sacramento Kings. So when you think about where the NBA is right now, these players that's injured all the time, they better suck it up because you are now risking your team's playoff standings, that home court that everybody so desperately wants. I almost feel like the Bucks need home court to be great in the playoffs.
I don't think we do.
I think we do.
I don't think we. Oh, you talking about home field? Yes, home court. Yeah,
The
we
Bucks
do.
need home court to
I
be
think-
great.
I think we do. I'll give you that. I think we do. And we won't have it this year, but
Didn't
I
we
think
beat Denver this year? In
Yeah.
Denver.
We
Mhm,
did.
Denver.
We beat them,
But
but they
we
also
also-
beat us
in Milwaukee.
badly.
I feel like can you do? Okay, my next question: do you feel like we can beat Denver in a 7-game series?
Yes,
I don't think we can.
I think we can.
I don't think we can.
Only reason I say that is I'm gonna take it like this.
We'll take them to 7, but I don't think we'll beat
I
them.
think we can. If any team can beat them in a 7-game series, it's going to be the Bucks, just off the strength of Brook Lopez's defense
Mhm.
and Giannis being there to back him up.
Against Joker.
Yes, and then you got Bobby too.
Who
So
go?
is we got a 3 tandem that can guard him.
Bobby don't start.
Most teams
though.
don't got 3 people.
Dude, but Bobby off the bench, if he don't
Lately.
win 6 men this year,
He just started balling like this though.
dude, Bobby in the Clippers game, he won that game.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, think about it. Like you think of any other roster, nobody has 3 bigs that's effective as our 3.
Say that again.
Have an effective 3 bigs that's effective as ours.
I want to say this, but they're injured right now. The Lakers do.
Who?
Who?
Anthony Davis, Vanderbilt, and
They got nothing on
and
the,
Wood. And
got
Wood.
nothing on the Bucks.
Jared
Well, not-
Vanderbilt, Christian Wood. You
Well, not
name
Wood,
them that
not
compete
Wood.
against our 3,
That's
I'm just
crazy.
saying they're
That's
young.
bananas.
I'm
that
just
you
saying
would
they're
even say
young.
that.
I'm saying they're young and athletic.
but they
No.
can't compete with the
They
Bucks.
can't keep with the
Not
Bucks
no
three.
7-game series.
Hey, y'all want to talk about Brook Lopez and his defense? I see an old man.
Oh, absolutely. He's old. Bucks need to walk away after this season. He
I
barely bent his back.
well, we need to walk away from 2 players
Do
this
you
season.
see how
but
many shots he can test at the rim?
He can test, but he's also a walking injury prone right now, man.
who?
What I like about Doc is controlling Brooks' minutes. He's not playing as much under Doc as he was Griff. Bobby's not even 6 man off the bench right now. Bobby's like 7. He's been running with when Giannis was out, he ran with Brook, Dame, Jay Crowder.
Bobby
Bobby came off the bench.
Beasley.
Beasley,
And Pat Bev, wasn't it?
Pat Bev was on the bench.
Connington.
I think Connington was on the bench. Let me see who the Bucks ran with against the Clippers when they played at home.
Look who they ran against Golden State when Giannis didn't play.
So when the Bucks played the Clippers, we're talking about the home game. It was Beasley, Brook, Dame, Jay Crowder. Oh my God! Why can't I think of who else played? Who else started? It might have been Pat Connington. It might have been Pat. But nevertheless, what Doc is doing with the rotation in Milwaukee, I like it. I like it. I'll say this about Bobby. Bobby is playing like a player with a chip on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's because he's upset because he doesn't get the clock he feels he deserves, or what. But I like Bobby off the bench. The Bucks ran with Jay Crowder, Brooke Lopez, Pat Bev. Yes, you're correct, Kesey, Dame Lillard, and Michael Beasley.
I thought I saw Pat Bev.
Off the bench, the only players that played really was Gallinari, Bobby Portis. Bobby had 28 points and 16 rebounds in 30 minutes of gameplay.
That's good.
In 30 minutes of gameplay. So the Bucks team, don't get it wrong, they still got a bunch of scrubs. Okay. The Bucks team still got a bunch of scrubs, right? The Nasses, Anthony Jackson, Rollins, Washington, Galloway. We got some scrubs.
Beauchamp.
But you know one thing I noticed. about-
Beauchamp is not on the roster.
Beauchamp is in
He's
Kenosha.
a-
Is he in the
I'm-
D League?
No, he's in
Oshkosh.
Oshkosh.
Yeah, so Zeke might be on to something.
Listen, but
I
y'all
told
know
he was
Doc.
Trash.
But y'all know Doc.
What about him?
Doc don't like young players.
That's not. It ain't got nothing to do with it.
I don't know. According to
because-
this stat line, it does.
Because Jared Jackson, remember Jared Jackson Jr., the light skinned dude with the wild hair.
What about
He had a good. He played a lot of games under Adrian Griffin. A lot of games. He was even in the starting lineup for some parts.
I just want to say this up there real quick. Beauchamp didn't play for Griffin. Now he's not playing for Doc. Just want to put that out there. Trade.
He was in Adrian's rotation.
Not by much.
Not by much.
Doc took him all the way out.
Exactly. Let's trade him while
So-
you can.
The Milwaukee Bucks have
Trade him while you
assigned
can.
second-year forward Marjon Beauchamp to the Wisconsin Herd
He's been there
immediately.
for a while. He's been
Since
there for
January.
a while.
Since January.
Before all, yeah, I was like before All Star
Oh,
break.
my goodness.
He need more repetitions though.
No, he
He
doesn't.
do.
He's
He,
not
scared.
enough-
he needs to be on
It's
the
not
team.
it's not enough minutes out there for him right now.
Yep.
Look,
He needs to
he is
stay
trash.
fresh.
I'm not saying no.
Bro,
I'm
he's
not gonna
averaging
say-
30
no,
plus in G League.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, I understand. I'm not going to say he's trash. I'm just saying he's not what we think he is. Like, people they're going for him. He's not what he think he is, and I get it. He's over there in G League killing, so that's why they keep bringing him back. Like, let's bring him back, see what he got. And he comes to the NBA, and it's a different story. Some people just aren't built for the NBA. He just happened to be one of those guys.
We don't think he's built for the NBA?
No, we have another guy. What's his name? AJ Green. He's just not built for the NBA. It's just that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. This is not your league. So I just feel like the Bucks, the rotation that we do have, and the Bucks do good with veteran players. Patrick Beverly. I've been wanting to get Patrick Beverly. He that dog that's gonna help us in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, young players come to Milwaukee and we just be like, they don't do as good.
But Giannis was that dude at some point.
Yeah, but Giannis improved every season. He went from 11 to 15 to 20, 25, 30, 35. Now he had
His
that
first-
between that 30,
In his
35.
first year, he didn't even see the floor.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I get it, but he shows improvement.
This only Beauchamp's second season.
This is the Beauchamp third year.
second season.
This is third.
This is third.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because he was here, Bud, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was here for a bud. That was
We
his
drafted
rookie
him
year.
the year after we won the title.
Yeah, and so I was going from like, yeah, this gonna be the dude. And once I see he didn't get the start, he wasn't starting because I thought he was gonna start. Once I see he didn't start, I was like, huh. Then I kept looking at him, like, yeah. I mean, when they do give him clock, it don't add up.
Listen, you gotta think about it like this. Look at the type of lineup you putting them in.
Mm-hmm.
He got to be on a.
He's
got
supposed to be starting with Chris
He,
Middleton's not.
he got to be.
He's
on-
in his second season. Kesey's right. He's in his second.
He's in his second season. No, this is his third.
Marjon Beauchamp is in his second season in the NBA with the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's what I thought.
Well,
Because he was here with Bud last year.
Would
I
you
said-
say Kesey his
I-
last?
I say get rid of him.
No, because you got to think of it like this. He not gonna be on the level like what we think he should be on because he's playing with Giannis. You talking about Hall of Famers he playing with?
People up
Game.
their game with Giannis though.
Not when you're a rookie. How many rookies you seen come in and do that?
This is second year.
Anthony Edwards.
How many times? How much
Anthony
time?
Edwards is a rare talent. It
Yeah.
took him to year 3, 4 before he was like,
Yo,
oh,
his third year.
I could do this.
Anthony Edwards ain't played that long, Kesey.
I said his third, 4th year before he was like, oh, I can do this. Otherwise, we were just thinking like Anthony Edwards is gonna be another okay player.
So are you saying? give
But
him
Anthony
another year?
Edwards was on a roster where he had to.
He's in his fourth season. Yep, Anthony Edwards is in his fourth season.
and he's gonna get 250 at least.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I'm saying, are you
it wasn't
saying?
until last year.
Are you saying that we
It
need to
wasn't
give him
until
another year?
until last year that Anthony Edwards put his name on the map.
I would disagree. I would
Third
say
season.
he took him to the playoffs the year after COVID. That playoff run was on his back. The one where Pat Bev and them was celebrating like they won the championship, that was on Anthony Edwards'
That
back
was last year.
That was last year.
when they were
No, that wasn't last year. That was the year before last.
the year before
'Cause
last.
He was at LA last year.
He was at LA last year.
He was at LA last year.
Pat Bev, the year that they thought they were making it to the playoffs, Anthony Edwards put that team on his back because remember, Cat was
hurt
injured,
again.
right? Rudy, was Rudy there? I don't know. I don't remember if he was there,
I think he
but
was his
Anthony
first
Edwards
year. I
was
think that his
becoming
first
a
year.
household name.
But it was nobody there. He had no choice but to step up. Beauchamp got too many other people to depend on. He do too much watching right now.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I mean, the
No,
Bucks
I
have a
just-
That
No.
be young players' problem.
Come on,
They do too much watching when you got players like Giannis on your team, LeBron, KD.
No,
When you got Anthony Edwards had no one,
no.
so he had
see
to
what you're-
develop himself more.
No.
Think about it.
I see what you're saying, but this is not the case. This is
Even
not the
veterans
case.
come on the Lakers and sit with LeBron and they go to the corner and they stare so much.
Of course, you just said Malik Beasley.
starstruck.
Stars,
Not even starstruck. The offense is different when it's LeBron James in there. I'm saying this. When you talk about, I'm saying this. If Anthony Edwards took a huge leap, are you telling me Beauchamp is going to take the same leap? Or are you telling me he's on the wrong
doesn't-
team?
he
What
doesn't
I'm
have the
saying
right,
is-
he doesn't have the right opportunities to take that
Well,
leap.
then we need to trade him.
No,
Because the ball got to go through Giannis. You think they finna go through Beauchamp and you got Giannis on the roster?
I'm saying, but Anthony
How?
And Dame.
Giannis,
And Dame, how? Can he-
Giannis is not that kind of player where he's not gonna to allow you to score because Beauchamp has opportunities and he doesn't take advantage of them.
Have you-
if you
have
take
you-
if
if
you
you-
don't
listen,
take advantage of
hold on,
opportunities,
let
you
me
gotta go.
Let me explain something to you.
What?
Listen to some of those podcasts when you hear other NBA players talk about rookies and young players,
Mhm.
how they tell them, listen, Giannis is going to shoot 20. Dame is going to shoot
know what you're
15,
talking about.
15 to 20. Don't shoot that ball until you told to shoot it.
I know.
So
this.
he's not going to have that many opportunities as Anthony Edwards had to develop and become who he is.
so
What did you giving me better reason to trade him?
I don't think you trade him. I think you
No.
play.
But I'm
you play
saying,
it
though-
out.
Trade him while he's young, while you can get rid of him.
But
Because the Bucks have a problem with sitting on people too long. We sitting on Middleton, and you see what we getting. Nothing.
I've been saying Middleton.
So
I've
but
been
I'm
saying
saying
Middleton.
it's too late.
Beauchamp,
It really is.
Beauchamp,
And we should have
Both-
traded Middleton 2 years ago.
I forget Middleton's even on the team.
Beauchamp is too little. I mean, too young to
No,
give up on
we
already.
got to get rid of him.
No.
He's too young.
We got to get rid of him.
Come on, Z.
And I'm gonna tell you who we shouldn't have gave up on. And y'all gonna hate when I say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The little Italian white boy that's on the Knicks.
DiVincenzo?
Yeah,
Man, please.
man, please.
Shut up, dog.
Man, be quiet.
Come on, man.
He's talking stupid.
Give yourself.
Are y'all? Hold on, time
Give
out.
yourself.
Time
a
out. Time
what?
out. Time out. Time out.
Come on, go ahead.
Time out,
Give
time out.
yourself a
Give
what?
him the
Time out.
P100 donkey
Come on,
of the
man.
day.
Here we
Give
go.
him the
No,
donkey
I'm
of the
not.
day
Give
for that
yourself
one.
a what?
No, I'm not giving myself a what nothing.
Fine. What?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Here we go. Now I gotta look his stats up. Now we gotta do this.
There we go,
Now
There we go.
Now we gotta look his stats up.
bro. They should have traded him in pack. They
He's
should
a-
have had a.
He's a undersized guard that can't defend.
They should have an affirmative action trade package. Trade all them together. Coddington, DiVincenzo, trade them all, bro. Bucks need to get rid of a few more players. DiVincenzo was a step in the right direction. Are you kidding me? He got traded again. He went to Golden State when he left us and
I know.
stunk it up.
He went to Golden State,
Stunk it up.
Not stunk it up. He was straight. Now he in New York killing it.
He is not killing it.
15 a game
He was doing that in Milwaukee.
before he got injured. Exactly.
Bruh. If you want to give DiVincenzo a chance and not Beauchamp, come on, bro.
Okay,
Beauchamp
hold on a second. When he
is
was in
not that
Milwaukee,
bad.
he was averaging 4 1 year. Then he
4
went 9.
points.
Hold on, I'm gonna go year by year. 4, 9,
9,
10,
10.
and 7. Now the year he was averaging 7, he was hurt.
And you don't
And
want
then
Beauchamp.
he went to Sacramento with
Now,
averaging.
hold up, time out.
What?
We don't care about that. We're talking about the Bucks.
Yeah.
So the Bucks
I'm-
gave up on him in 4, and you don't want to let Beauchamp get his 4?
No. Get him out of here. He's not gonna do anything.
He's 6'7",
Okay.
and he's only been in the league. This is his second season.
Okay.
Give the kid a chance, man.
No, man. No.
Then your job should fire you yesterday.
Man, if y'all ever see the
I'm a good
name,
agent.
if y'all ever see the name Isaiah Moore on y'all employment sheet, and he y'all boss, man, y'all better get it right, or
You
y'all ain't got nothing
You
coming.
do not want to work for him.
Oh my God,
Dude,
bro!
this filthy animal.
The hate.
I just can't believe this.
You
The
said
hate.
DiVincenzo,
Mm-hmm.
we should have kept.
You should have kept him.
No.
Should have kept him. I liked him. He played defense. He hit open shot. And yeah, but y'all want to keep somebody who keep going back to the G League. He's going to the G League for a reason.
Giannis
Because you
didn't
got
play
too
that
many-
much when he played.
Don't do that. Giannis was improving every year.
Bochamp's improving. He's just not getting caught.
He's improving in the G League. That's where he killing at.
Dude.
He averaging 30 there.
Let me tell you this. Think of it like this.
Okay.
Who you're going to sit down for him on that Bucks roster right now?
What do you mean who will sit down for him?
Somebody got to sit down.
Like, what do you mean sit down as far as what?
Lose some minutes.
Bitch.
Who gonna lose some minutes over him
I
right
don't
now?
know.
The position he played right now.
He
Who
plays shooting guard.
who you gonna take minutes over?
Definitely not Dame. And Dame's a point shooting guard.
Who you talking about? You talking about Beauchamp?
Yes. Who do you bench right now for Beauchamp
If he,
to get in the
that's what I'm saying,
rotation?
if he was doing what y'all expect from him, he would be sitting. He would be playing in front of Pat.
Okay.
He would be playing in front of Pat.
Okay. We got some other stuff to talk about.
You're crazy, man.
Rudy Gobert was fined $100,000.
That's not nothing.
Hold up. For criticizing the officials on the game by making money signs, insinuating that the refs were throwing the game for the other team.
You said who?
Rudy Gobert.
So-
Hold up. Let me just
Mhm.
ask a question. Did Rudy take it too far? And does the NBA have a serious
they
problem
playing?
on their hands?
Who they playing?
Minnesota lost to. Let me pull it up. Minnesota lost to. It was so many games that day.
This just happened, didn't it?
It just happened like Saturday night.
Saturday play.
So the question is.
Cleveland, didn't it?
So the question is, I don't know if it was Cleveland. So the question is did they go too far? Did they go too far? Did Rudy Gobert go too far? And does the NBA have a serious referee problem that needs to be fixed? They play Cleveland, yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
I don't know if they because the Rudy Gobert, he said a couple of things that was kind of outlandish. He also said that he think betting has ruined the game.
He thinks the referees are participating in betting and
Yeah,
throwing the game.
right.
This is exactly what
That's
he said.
probably what that's
He
what he
said,
really got fined for.
I think refs are betting and throwing our games.
Now that's a huge accusation. Number one. Number two, the NBA does have a history of a referee who had a gambling problem who was betting,
Who was throwing games?
Who was throwing? He said he didn't throw any games. I think, but he was betting on games he was refereeing, and that's where the league is like, no, sir, no. So this refereeing problem, I don't think you can do anything about it. To be honest with you, this is an off-season issue. Like you have to address it off-season. Now, I don't think you can do anything about it. I think we've seen worse reffing when COVID. I think it was in the bubble, and they was having these referees come from like all different kinds of places. So we've seen it be worse. But I also think that the game right now is changing and not in a bad direction.
Not in a good direction, you mean?
Yeah. I meant to say in a bad direction. It's changing.
Sure.
I don't want to blame refereeing though, because I think refereeing is so objective. I do hate the fact that referees, like I will say this, playoff time, these mistakes can't be made. Because when you have, I think it was a Knicks game, it was a blatant foul, and then like 2 games later, the Knicks had that went their way. That was a blatant foul on the Knicks. So they won one game and they lost one game, and both of those games was like big decisions at the end of the game. So I don't know if you can just say I'll blame the ref. Well, those 2 games matter, but if those was playoff games, I don't know if the referees would have got out safe.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Nowadays, referees try to play too big of a role of the game instead of just doing their job. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes some referees kind of take it personal.
What do you mean?
The games. and they affect the games more than they should.
You mean the outcomes of the game?
Yeah. And that's not just the NBA. It's in I've seen it in college. I've seen it in high school. I see it in middle school basketball.
Middle school.
Referees can dictate the outcome of a game easily.
That's true.
And with, like you said, with that FanDuel and sports betting and all of that going on now, where you can bet almost from your lap, anywhere you are,
Mm-hmm.
I think it does make a problem for the league.
I'm going to tell you this, guys. I went to the Bucks Clippers game on Monday night, and the level of poor refereeing, and you know, for us, I think we're pretty 50-50 when it comes to the refs, right? Like blaming the refs all the time is such a cop-out.
Yeah.
But the Bucks was behind most of that game because of officiating. James Harden, every time he touches the ball, he gets a call. Every single time.
Is that James Harden or is that refereeing?
It's refereeing.
You think
That's
it's
also
refereeing?
It's refereeing. And so I say that to say Rudy Gobert is kind of like PJ Tucker.
Mhm.
You might be right, but there's a tactful way to do it. To throw out allegations that referees are betting on games, that's bogus, bro.
That's gonna get you a fine.
That's bogus.
I don't think it's. I don't want to say it's bogus, but I'm gonna say
That's like
That's
me
a
saying,
serious
Keith,
allegation.
But I'm gonna
hold
say.
up.
But I'm gonna
Before you
say.
say this, that's like me
but I'm
saying,
gonna say it was inappropriate to approach in public.
Forget that.
Keith, that's like me saying you cheating on your taxes just because you get big refunds. If you did.
Well,
That's like me saying you
Don't-
cheating on your
don't
taxes.
even throw out them allegations because that is furthest things from the truth.
That's what I'm saying. So to say that a referee is betting
but it
because
has
you don't
happened.
like
But it has happened.
years ago when they controlled
Whoever
it.
So
said
you
they
cheated on your
controlled it.
taxes?
Casey, if the refs betted,
Mind
LeBron
your
would have
business.
those 10 championships.
No, they wouldn't.
LeBron would have those 10
No, he
titles
No, he wouldn't.
if the refs cheated. So Rudy, all I'm
You
saying
said
is
what?
LeBron would have those 10 titles if the refs were cheating.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he the most criticized player. He probably would have none.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That's why Jordan got 2 3-peats.
Now that is a take. Now that's a take.
Well, we did see the referee change the call. And
I knew. I'm glad you brought it up.
we did see a ref bring him out
What'd
of an
you say?
ejection.
all day.
And that's not really what happened. That's
Man,
not really
Look,
what happened.
listen,
That was all sound bites. That's not
No.
the call. The call still
just know
went
this.
against Mike,
I'm just
and the
knowing
ref said to Michael, I didn't see it, but I believe you. It
this. All I
he
know
didn't
is
change
this.
the call.
All I know is
The only
this.
time that
Listen.
Jordan
Referees,
influenced the game was when they ejected him with Reggie Miller and they brought him back out.
all I know is this.
That's all.
I just know that when it,
Let's
and
not
back
get
in the
on
day, back in the day, when Jordan was cool with the refs, and Jordan said
Jor-
something. Next time down, they were calling.
Listen.
They calling it.
they
Crazy.
knew.
If
Listen,
you think you crazy, man.
Listen,
Don't do
I've
that.
heard
So,
stories
you know.
where they say people knew Jordan was the one you did not want to step on his toes
You
back
didn't.
then. Even writers, if you wrote a bad thing about Jordan, you might not have your job the next week.
Oh, he
That's
doesn't
true.
talk to old boy from Sports Illustrated to this day that dogged him when he went to the baseball team. And look, come on, all of us as Jordan fans, Michael Jordan should not have been playing no baseball.
That's true.
But Jordan don't like you to talk about him.
You don't.
Well,
He still don't. Him and Charles Barkley is still not.
How often,
friends.
do you,
20
how,
years.
how often do you hear them say bad things about Jordan?
20 years.
Well, what
Well,
can
those
you
Here we
say?
that-
are. Here we are. 40 years later.
Well, first of all, Jordan is 40 years later. Jordan is still one of the most powerful people in
In
sports.
In sports.
In sports.
So
Really quickly, since we talking about LeBron,
we wasn't talking about LeBron. We was talking about Jordan.
we talking LeBron too. Udotum Haslam says Chris Bosh was more important than LeBron James during the Big Three era. Nothing.
Is it a cricket sound on there?
Wait. You know what, America? Some things in our lives don't warrant a response, and that's one of them.
That's one of them.
I'm not
He
giving
was a
it-
teammate.
I'm not giving
He
it
was a
take.
teammate.
It's round.
Do it one more time.
It's round.
I'm not even giving that
Good
a
sound
height.
bite.
I'm not even giving that a take.
Round.
Sorry.
If you want to waste your time and get out of take, I'm not even giving that a take.
Listen,
Can you see his perspective?
I'm not even giving that a take.
In what context was he using that?
I didn't. You know what? I wanted to find a clip.
Because that's what you gotta. I gotta hear the full context to be able to.
If I can find a clip, I'll play it next week.
Yeah,
But-
I need a full
you need
context. Of it.
Okay, I'll leave that alone.
I can't really, because he might have said it in the context to them winning their championships. You know what I mean? Bosch was very important to them winning their championships because until Bosch figured out his role, they did struggle. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bosch couldn't find his identity with the three of them at first.
Mm.
When LeBron and Wade had found their identity, they knew what they was doing. They was lobbing and fast breaking.
That first year, that's why they didn't win a championship that first year. They were still trying to.
They was
figure it
lobbing
out.
and jamming and throwing full court alley oops to each other.
He didn't fit.
He
Bosch never fit the mold of Miami.
He did fit.
He
It
did.
just took too long for him to get there.
Bro scored 0 points in the winning game of the finals. He did not fit. He did not
But
fit.
that means he knew his role.
Was doing something different though.
And speaking of that, Chris Paul came out and said, was it Chris Paul? That he almost went to the Miami Heat.
When?
But during the Big Three era, but the NBA stopped it.
Who said that?
Chris Paul. It was either Chris Paul.
Oh yeah, Chris Paul did say.
Yeah, he said he almost went, but the NBA stopped it. It was supposed to be him, Wade, and LeBron, not Bosch.
No, it wasn't Chris Paul. It wasn't Chris Paul.
Who was it?
It was Carmelo Anthony who said that.
Oh,
It was supposed to be-
Carmelo.
It was supposed to be Carmelo, LeBron, and Wade.
Yes.
But no, Carmelo. It was a stupid reason.
Carmelo took the bag in New York. Remember?
But he said they didn't. Was it his jersey number?
It was something they had
It
about
was
his
something
jersey.
stupid. It was something real stupid. I was like, really?
Well,
Carmelo was in his head, and right now he would be a NBA champion.
Carmelo always thought he was probably better than LeBron James at one point in his
No,
career.
I think he just.
Offensively, all day, Melo. Offensively,
You think so?
oh man, offensively, Melo was a bucket.
He was. He was always a bucket.
But you don't have that skill set that LeBron has.
The Denver Nuggets canceled their visit to the White House on March 18th to focus on being ready for the Timberwolves on March 19th. The actual game is coming up next week. What do y'all think about this?
I'm okay with that. I mean, I think that.
I think this is very interesting, actually.
Why though?
Well, because here's the thing.
What do you mean, why?
Here's the thing. None of the players visited the White House when Trump was president. Not one team in the NBA won. That won.
Golden State won that year.
And they did not visit the White House. The
Mhm.
Bucks did not visit the White House. Right? Wait, no, the Bucks won with
Bucks
Biden.
win.
We won with Biden. So the Bucks went to the White House. I think that Denver.
Doesn't want to be a part of this political thing.
I don't
That's
think
what-
they want to be in the middle of it right
I
now
thi-
because
no,
of the
I
tension.
I like this because I think they're focused on winning another championship. And they know Minnesota will have this. We might see them. We might see Minnesota.
Who cares?
Well, I think the
What do you mean,
president.
who cares?
It's the regular season. Denver is going to be Denver at the end of the day.
I'd rather be
go,
prepared.
It's more of, I think it's more political. They don't want to have
I agree.
any more
think
political
so?
stance that they
Mhm,
go with Biden
mhm.
in this election.
Because they
Yeah.
visited the White House. No, they did not visit.
This will be their visit.
In Colorado, Denver is considered, Colorado's kind of a battleground state,
Yeah.
right? And right now, I think people are so. It's unfortunate that the political climate in America, and it happened when Obama became president, and it really took off when Donald Trump became president, that American politics right now, you cannot be indifferent and still get your respect.
Yeah.
You cannot publicly say, I support Joe Biden, take notes, and not have people be upset with you.
You can't.
You cannot have people say, I support Donald Trump, and not people think that you're maybe a racist.
So you think,
Or a little crazy.
So you think this is a political?
Oh, this is a political PR spot,
You
but it's
think
the
this
right
is-
move.
But
It's the
but-
right move.
Really?
But people don't realize.
If
So
the
you don't
Bucks,
think
if this
that-
were the Bucks right now, I wouldn't want Milwaukee to go either right
But
now.
right now, but to be honest with you, to me, political things aren't really based on presidential things when it comes to your city. It's more of the local. The government, the presidency just determined the larger budgets. Is where the more smaller budgets
Yeah.
is what matter. So
Yeah,
that's why I don't know why people let that affect their decisions on.
well, because of your fan base.
Yeah,
Because of your
it's
fan
more.
base.
It's more of a popularity thing than anything to me.
But if you talk about, so sports is supposed to be neutral. It's supposed to be the one place is neutral. Unfortunately, with the past 10 years, it hasn't been.
Sports stopped being neutral the minute
I think when, like you said, when Obama got into office, and then it became I want to see the president, or I want to see Obama.
Players always went to see the president. This is nothing new.
But skipping it is.
Skipping it is new. But you know, you can thank for that.
Golden State Warriors.
No, Tom Brady.
What do you mean Tom Brady?
Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Tom Brady skipped the Obama visit to the White House because he's a known Republican, and that's when this foolishness started. Tom Brady
what year
was the
that?
first major athlete to skip a White House visit. Okay? He skipped it, and that's when it all started. Then people started saying, we're not going to visit. When Donald Trump became the president, that's when players and told teams,
whole team, Golden State,
we're not going to visit. It's California. California is a known liberal state. There was no way they were going to go visit.
I don't know. I didn't think.
And hold
I
up,
look
too.
at it as a political
Not
move.
to get political, but the NBA tends to lean more liberal. The NBA tends to lean more democratic. David Stern, in his whole time of commissioner, do you know the only political figure he's ever publicly endorsed?
Obama
was President Barack Obama.
And you know why that was.
If you look at a lot of the NBA players, they endorse typically Democratic presidents because the NBA takes stands on what? Black Lives Matters, LGBT.
Yeah.
The Bucks had a whole Latina night the other night, bro. Right? The NBA put Black Lives Matter on their court.
The NBA is too diverse to not stand liberal. Does that make sense?
And I think that, yes, politics has destroyed sports. I mean, did you hear how upset people were when they did the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl? People were upset about that.
For what?
People were upset about that.
Well, you know why.
Well, because people think, there's only one national anthem. It divides us.
Let me just play this clip for Charles Barkley addressing the Denver Nuggets canceling their trip. They said due to scheduling conflict.
Depending on the severity of what's funny. They flying Southwest or something? I actually have a problem with this whole thing that's happened in sports the last few years, not just now. It's an honor and a privilege to go to the White House. It shouldn't matter who's in the White House. It's an honor and a privilege to go to the White House. You should always go. But these guys act like they're flying Southwest. So you're not buying the you would go. You always I would go. You always go to the White House. It's the president. Not like you're going to get whether you like the president or not. Well, they're saying it's a basketball decision. I understand that, but I'm saying for me personally, it's an honor and a privilege to go to the White House, and you should always go.
Let me just comment.
I kind of lean towards what Charles Barkley said.
Let me comment real quick. I had a student who won what is called the Presidential Scholarship. And it comes with a guaranteed trip to the White House. And Donald Trump was the president at the time. And the winner, we've had multiple. So for people that listen to me, that try to figure it out, we had multiple. We had a presidential scholar every year. So I don't want people trying to guess it. And they were like, well, I'm not going to go because I don't agree with his politics, nor do I like him. And he said, if he walks in the room, I'm just going to sit down. And I said, well, then you shouldn't go.
Facts.
I said, if you're not going to respect the office of the president, then you shouldn't go. I said, I could agree with everything you just said. But if I had a chance to go to I'm not going to willingly go. But if my job said to me, hey, we need you to go to the White House, I'm going to try to get out of it with any president. Because I don't want to be known as someone that's political, right? I don't want to be known that. I'm in many different circles. And politics is a personal choice. But I told that student, I said, then you don't go. If you don't have intent on respecting the office. I remember I was a member of a church in Milwaukee when the pastor went to go meet with then President Donald Trump. And it was a problem. People were upset because the pastor went to visit with Donald Trump. And the pastor reminded folks, I've sat with multiple presidents, no matter the party. it brings it back to the political landscape is so broken in this country that we can't agree to disagree anymore because now I'm offended because your beliefs aren't the same as mine.
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you like this: it's an honor and a privilege to go to the White House. Just as an American, and to say you went to the White House is one thing in itself.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't matter who the president is at the time when you decide to go,
Mm-hmm.
or decide if it's going to be your factor if you're going, because it's more of learning about our history of America. Going into the White House, nope, not everybody gets to go there.
Everybody.
I've never been there, and I've tried every time I've been to DC. I've never been there.
It's almost impossible, and to get an invite, you should take advantage of it, not based on what your political beliefs are, but just being a part of something that not every American has a chance to
Would
do.
y'all go?
Would I go now?
Would you go?
If I got invited to White House right now? Because of what my my job is right now, I would not go.
Well, I'll leave that alone.
I would not go.
Would you go, Casey?
Would I go?
Yeah.
Sure.
I would not go. If I'm visiting and I'm on a vacation, I will go.
I'm not saying what I'm saying.
Because
is
here's the
that-
thing, the
Oh
difference-
no!
hold up.
Oh no!
When they
NBA
visit the
champion,
White House, they're also meeting with the president.
if you're an NBA champion, your team's going. Are you opting in? Or are you opting out?
Oh, I'm going. It's a team effort. If the team is going, you're going.
No, I'm saying
Okay.
you can opt out.
You can, but I'm going. It's a solidarity
going?
thing.
Are you going?
No matter who's in office.
If you had a choice to take one person to go visit the White House with, who would you take?
Neither one of y'all.
I don't want to go. I'm trying to keep my
Here you go.
See, this is the thing.
So again, it is
I
it is
would-
100%
go.
a political stunt.
If you really want to go, if you want to go to the White House and they said you can bring one person with you, who would you take?
I'm not. Number one, I'm not bringing y'all. I'll probably bring a kid. Probably bring the kid, just because that's like.
You said you're not bringing one of us.
No, I'm not bringing one of y'all. Why would I bring one of y'all?
So we can speak for you, so you don't embarrass yourself.
This is the thing. you know the messed up part is he mean that. He be like, you think I'm gonna go in there and be like, all these white folks up in here with some black? No, I want to. I'll be like, hey, how you doing, Mr. President? Blah blah blah. And I would behave myself. Really? That's what you think of me?
You know how to behave yourself?
Yes, I do.
You really do?
Surprisingly enough, this cool, calm exterior. It is what it is.
I probably
but
wouldn't take y'all either.
I know you wouldn't. You should take your child.
I would take my son.
And those are things that they would remember. Like, I've been in front of the White House. I certainly went to the inauguration of Barack Obama. I've taken pictures in front of the White House, but I've never been invited. If you're invited to the White House, no matter your affiliation politically, you should absolutely go. You
Yeah.
respect the office of the president.
Has your opinions changed about who's going to win the NBA championship?
Now that the Clippers have lost to the Bucks, it has.
To who?
Denver or Boston?
I said Boston. No, did I say Boston? I think I said Boston. Don't do the either or. Who are you going with?
I'm going to Denver Nuggets again.
I think I'm thinking. I think I said Boston before. I think I am changing to Denver Nuggets. I think they're going back to back. I do.
But
I like
America,
the
side
approach.
note, because someone texted me, don't invite me to the White House because I ain't going. Neither is Kesey. Don't get it twisted. Neither is Zeke, especially if it starts in 2025.
Let me tell you something.
I'm going.
I'm not gonna hold you if things are going the way I think they're gonna go. It's gonna hard. I'm gonna have to think about it. You want to go to the White House? Let me think about it. Give me like a week, and I'll think about it. Because, like you said, it's a privilege. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Just because I don't like you, that don't mean I can.
Laughed at that too.
Yeah, I know, right? I know who laughed at it because they text me. I love it because people know, like, it's so hard. Here's the thing, like, I have a lot of friends on the other side of the aisle that we could just have real life politic talks about, like why I'm voting the way I'm voting, why I don't like this person, and we end the day cool. But that is not today's America, man. I was in the store the other day.
You are so judged when you talk about politics now,
dude.
But even back in the day, though, it was almost a ground to ask a man who was voting.
Oh
for.
man,
yeah.
Nowadays it's now it's okay to be cool. The fact that, I was in the store and someone had on a Make America Great Again shirt. a hat, just loud and clear. And I'm just like, people wear hats? Like, you really walk around with hats and shirts of political candidates?
What about the vote or die shirts?
In my mind, vote or die is a broad message, period.
We know what that means.
It was heavy.
We know what that meant in our community.
It was on a,
We
it
do
was
know
on a,
what
it
it
was
means.
a Democratic initiative. It was absolutely it was a P. Diddy initiative.
I've been looking for that shirt online and I found it on eBay. Y'all wouldn't believe how much it costs.
I bet it costs a lot. Time to bring
How
those
much?
back out again. So nevertheless, the guy with the hat, he was proud with his hat on, and someone happened to ask him. They was like, "Why do you wear that hat? Like, you're supporting Donald Trump?" And they got into a big debate, and he said, "Well, my views are my views." And the person said to him, "Well, you're wearing the hat in public, so we can ask you about it then, right?"
That doesn't mean that. but
Well,
continue.
it doesn't mean it, but is it not that you're seeking attention?
you
Are you not seeking attention if you wear a political hat or shirt somewhere? Why do you think people
I don't
don't
want to
wear
say.
it?
I don't want to say seeking attention. I think that you are.
It's a choice. You have a freedom of choice,
You have a freedom of choice, and
but you don't think people are not. You're not looking for a response.
I want to get. I want to. It's a gray area. That's
Listen.
a gray area. It's a very gray area.
Bro, I used to work in Janesville, Wisconsin, and I used to have my Barack Obama bumper sticker on my car,
Mm-hmm.
and people would ride past me and give me dirty looks and mouth F Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people, listen. It's a crazy different world, and it's unfortunate that politics are now in the center of this, because now
That's
the
true.
question is going to be about the Kansas City Chiefs. If Donald Trump wins the White House, are they going to go?
I'll be intrigued.
Because when President Trump was in the White House, we had the fewest amount of professional teams visiting the White
I don't
House.
think nobody did. I don't think anybody did. I think the baseball team did, a hockey team did, and that was it.
Tom Brady didn't even go when Trump got in. He didn't go because he knew he couldn't show up there after not showing up for Obama.
Well, he's the GOAT, so the
So-
GOAT as the GOAT, you can do what you want to do.
Go to the White House, people.
But yeah, Kesey, has your look back to basketball, strictly basketball? Kesey, has your opinion changed about who's gonna win the championship?
I'm still sticking with the Bucks.
You did say the Bucks, didn't you?
I did. I told y'all things would get better.
Kesey.
You did.
Kesey.
I said give it some time.
I didn't think they was gonna fire their coach.
He shouldn't have had it in the first place.
I said that he should.
And by the way, our politics discussion related to sports, so it's okay, America. But let the record show we are not a politic or a
We are
pop
not.
culture show.
we do not support
We
Donald
do not
Trump.
endorse any candidate.
We do not support Donald Trump.
It depends on the situation.
I'm just-
It depends on the situation because they throw a bag our way. Opinions might change.
Not,
Anyways,
not this
continue.
guy.
It depends how much it is.
Not this guy.
Continue. Hey, I'll take
still-
I'll take your amount.
I'm still sticking with the Bucks though.
You still
To
stick with
go
the
back
Bucks?
to that, I feel
Because I think you said like last week when we talked about wins and losses with the Bucks. I think you got like maybe 2, 3
what?
losses.
No, I had 6.
So you had 6 losses,
I have because it was what? How many games was it?
like 17
It
games.
was like when we did it last week, it was like
22 games.
22 games.
and I said like 17-5 or something like that.
Yeah. And so
I don't think it was that. I think it was like because I had like 4
It was 17-5.
and you had like 3.
I had 5.
I
I
tell
had
you,
5 or 6. What
I'm
paper
po-
you
I had
wrote
the
it on?
Clapper.
I'm posting the clip.
What the paper you wrote it on?
I threw it in the garbage. I'm posting the clip. I'm
That
gonna
wasn't a
post the
smart
clip.
idea.
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post the clip. I'm gonna post the clip.
Just go back and listen to our episode last week, the
I'm gonna
last
post the
15 minutes of the episode.
I'm gonna post the clip on Facebook. I'm gonna post it on. I'm gonna try to post it on Instagram. You know, I be doing numbers.
I had the
but-
Clippers.
But
Losing.
I had us losing to at least the Lakers one time.
Me too.
I had us losing to. I think I had us losing to Golden State.
But I had you can think about
or no,
the-
I had us beating.
you
Golden
can think
State.
about 3 losses
Well,
that I
and
had
Boston.
automatically because I had one of the Lakers,
Mhm.
I had one of the Golden States, and I had one of the Sacramento Kings games.
Hmm.
So I know I had at least 5.
Okay. I think I had like 4. Really quickly, who y'all? Who I don't. Real quick, who's better, Kevin Durant or Jason Tatum?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. What kind of question is that?
Really? You're
Yeah.
rocking with Kevin Durant right now?
Yeah.
Right now?
So I'm saying they're gonna have to lose 10 games between now and the end of the season.
Yep.
I don't see them losing 10 games.
I see them losing 15.
I see them losing
Well,
maybe.
do you have the schedule pulled up for the rest of the season?
I see them
don't,
maybe
but I
losing
can.
6.
So here where it starts, America.
What did I say?
What?
6.
You said 15.
Two of those
15
games were
what?
Charlotte.
Games.
One of those games versus
But did you see
Minnesota.
the way they beat the brakes off of Charlotte
Twice.
twice?
Now I like that.
That's how you're supposed to beat
Hey,
Charlotte.
But
That's
it's
how I like
Charlotte.
it.
That's how you're
I ain't
supposed to.
gonna lie. I am courtside seats that game, and I left at the end of the third. It was so bad.
But that's how
I
you
had
know.
court
That's how
side.
it's supposed to
Trey
be.
always
That's
let
how
us-
it's
He said he see me on ESPN.
That's how it's supposed to be when they play Indiana.
Dre always gonna let us know he got season tickets. He gonna let us know how close he's sitting.
Indiana's not on the
He
remainder
always
schedule.
gonna do
They did
that.
before already, didn't they?
I ain't going to the White House.
They got both.
Hey y'all, it's raining outside. Yeah, and I was sitting
So
close
here's the
full
remaining-
you saw I was sitting floor seats on the
Listen
bus.
up. Stop hating.
We got the Clippers on Monday. Win or loss. But yeah, let's
The Bucks have a tough.
Go all the way to the end.
No. This is like a 3-minute conversation. We
All right, go
good.
ahead.
Bucks have a tough schedule coming up.
I want to go with this Laker thing.
Okay, let's do this right now. We got Clippers, win or loss.
I'm gonna go with a loss, and we won that game, so I was wrong.
You're going to loss.
I'm gonna go with the loss.
Kesey.
That's a win.
Hold on a second. I got Kesey.
Because PG is out.
He played.
And Russell.
He did.
Middleton is
out.
When we have Middleton on all 5 games, we just won.
I got the Bucks winning.
You got the Bucks winning.
We at home. Okay, I changed it, so we won.
What you got, Kesey?
Bucks winning.
You got the Bucks winning?
I got the Bucks.
I'm going L.
We won.
Oh!
I said L.
Oh!
Okay, you changed it.
No, I'm going L.
No, go ahead.
I'm
He
going
could make his mind up.
They got an L. We got Golden State.
Win.
That's a dub.
Win.
I said
Easy
dub.
win.
I thought it was gonna be a
Easy
dub.
win.
We got the Lakers.
I said easy win.
What did I say?
We all said win.
We got the Lakers in LA.
Here we go.
Here we go.
We got the Lakers. We got the Lakers in LA.
I'm gonna call it a dub.
Kesey. We got the Lakers. Oh, I got Golden State, and then we got the Lakers. What you got for Golden State?
Golden State,
Yeah.
that's a win.
Easy win.
Lakers.
That's a win. No, because Anthony Davis always played good against us for some
Hmm.
reason.
Anthony Davis has been balling, dude.
So that's an L?
Yeah, he always be a problem for us.
I think
What
you
did you
got
say about
lucky on
Golden
that.
State?
We're gonna beat Golden State.
Okay.
So he 2-1.
And then you said that's we gonna beat Golden State.
We all thought we were gonna
Lakers,
beat Golden
we'll
State.
beat them too.
We all thought we
beat
were going to
them.
be Golden State.
Clippers.
We thought we were gonna beat the
in LA.
Lakers too.
Yeah. So
We all had a dub versus the Lakers.
we all had the dub for the Lakers. But Kesey changed his.
I
Kesey
changed
came,
mine.
Oh,
Kesey
changed
came
it to-
back
yeah, he
and said that's
changed
an
to
L
L.
because AD always ball against us.
But it ended up being Russell.
So I'm gonna say
You ain't
this,
seen
man.
that
I'm gonna just say
I'm still
this.
gonna post. I'm still gonna post a clip on
Post a
social
clip
media.
because it's a good one to look back at. I still don't see championship for the Bucks as
I don't
much
see
as
it
I
either.
wanted.
I
don't
want
see
it bad too because I
I
feel like
don't see it.
we're starting to
Hold
fall
on.
in that area where it's like
I'm gonna be honest.
it's a what they call it
Expectation.
expectation. No, I'm saying and something else like that one champion. Like, oh, they won and done.
It's
I
almost
don't want that to be our
it's an
case.
expectation,
I'm
right?
gonna tell you like this. Right now, to look at it around the league, I don't see one consistent team enough to say they got it locked.
You don't think Boston is?
No, because they get the brakes beat off of them by Denver, but yet Denver get beat by the Bucks. Then Denver beats Indiana by 50, and Indiana beats us by 50. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Mhm.
it's too much inconsistency with play. I don't know. Nothing stands out for no team saying they got it.
I'll give you that. I think a lot of that though. I don't think one team is dominant.
Just think about the
has
previous.
been dominant through the season.
Think about the previous seasons. Like you be like, when we come into this part of the season, you got 2 or 3 teams. You like one of them 3 teams gonna win it.
You don't have that right now.
I don't have that right now.
I
I
got
got like 6 or 7.
I got
Because you can say Boston because they got the best record. You can say Minnesota because they got the best record.
I don't see Boston. I don't see. I
You can say OKC because they got a good record. You got Denver. You got the Bucks. You know what I mean?
I just feel like because we talked about this like a while ago. Boston, Denver, Bucks, and then I think the rest of the field is wide open. Even with the OKC Thunder in Minnesota, I think it's wide open.
I don't think you can sleep on the Clippers.
I don't think you can sleep on the Clippers. I think
Clippers, because remember, the Bucks' kryptonite is a man named Kawhi Leonard. Okay,
no,
bro, he came back and won and,
we ain't
and
seen him in
swept
2
us.
years. We ain't seen him in 2 years.
Okay,
We ain't seen him in 2 years. We ain't seen him in 2 years. I don't know now, so I'm intrigued by that. I'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. We've been all over the place today, but like
this
said,
I actually like that we could do this every now and then.
every now and then
I like
it's
that.
not really a lot going on. I wanted to hone in on, but this is one of these one of the episodes we just talk freestyle.
So next
Whatever.
week so we'll all be at the Bucks game together. So we'll
We
have
coming in Bucks talk.
We coming in Bucks talk and recapping the Bucks versus Phoenix Suns. It's a TV game that's on ABC, I believe. So it's a big game next week. KD is scheduled to play. Durant, Bradley Beal. They're supposed to have a full lineup.
Is Booker gonna play? Because he didn't play this last game versus Boston.
All I know is that if the Phoenix Suns has a full lineup, this may be a preview of the NBA Finals again.
What? No,
KD in the playoffs, you can't count him out either, bro.
I can.
The toe on the line that you was consistently talking about.
It's only 2 people I can't count out: Steph and LeBron. KD's not part of that.
Really?
KD's not part of that.
KD is not a leader in a sense, but KD in the playoffs is a monster.
He is a monster.
He was
I'm
a
just saying,
pinky toe from making us cry.
Yes, but what I'm saying is I don't count him as one of those guys who
Gotta
could just
ship
take
all
off a
of it.
series.
So I ain't,
I
even
ain't
gonna
tripping.
trip.
Thank you for wearing 2 little shoes.
And
Too big
that,
of shoes.
Too big.
that and Kyrie getting hurt.
We still got it. Take us
Good.
home.
But
Next
this
week though, we can't wait.
next
St.
week
Patrick's Day, so you know the world gonna be crazy.
I'll probably be drunk too.
Yeah,
But
you can't go.
this
with
is
us.
I'm not gonna be that drunk. Yeah, you're carrying around. I'm not gonna be that kind of
Y'all
drunk.
drink green beer?
It depends.
No.
I
don't
It
even
don't taste.
drink.
It don't
Me
change the
either.
taste.
I've been good since 2019.
You've
I
been
don't
saying
drink.
that. You always push the date.
Yeah.
back.
No, I don't.
2018, 2017. Yeah, sure.
Bar Louie, December
Next year you gonna
30th,
say 2020?
2019.
And what you say? You ain't drinking no more.
I don't drink.
He don't. Don't try to
When
pass
last-
your sin to us.
Living a different lifestyle for my kids, man.
Amen. Amen.
I know you. I know both of you.
You don't know us if you think we taking
I
that
just
bottle.
left your house with shot glasses.
Shaw, I used to
No,
collect
too
them.
late. Too late. I'm sad. I'm too
When
late.
last time
It's
you
on
seen me
camera.
with them?
Bro, I collect them.
When last
And,
time
and
you
who's
seen me with a
taking them
drink?
from me? You are.
I said I'll be drunk next week. I said it. I'm gonna be drunk next week. St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
Anyway.
God.
This has been another episode of 94 Feet. It's your boy Big Z. I want to thank my brother Dre.
Yo, it's been a blessing. Always a pleasure, y'all.
I want to thank my brother Kesey. What?
It's been another good one, good people. Appreciate y'all for
You can
tuning in.
you can catch us.
Whoa.
You can catch us on all streaming platforms. on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can also listen to us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.